All right, everybody, welcome back to Bourbon Flights OKC on this amazing Game 7 victory for our Oklahoma City Thunder. What a great game tonight. This is Season 3, Episode 3. This is the Store Picks versus Distillery 1792 Single Barrel and Full Proof Showdown. If you've watched the podcast, you know that we absolutely love pretty much everything that 1792 does. Yeah. I think my favorite is the Bottle and Bond.
I agree.
Especially that store pick that we got from the wine barrel here in Edmond. That was fantastic. But so we have the regular single barrel. We've got a single barrel store pick from the Toasted Barrel in Edmond. We've got the full proof and then a store pick from Modern Liquor in downtown OKC. And I know that we've had these. I don't know if we've had them on the podcast. I know we've drank them before. But I don't think we've done the store picks.
We have not.
So, I mean, this is a fresh bottle, too, so we definitely haven't had that. I don't know if we've drank that. I can't remember. Did you get that pretty recently? Or?
I got it about, I want to say 3 weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
And I think they I'm pretty sure they still have some left.
Yeah. Mr. Fuhrhelm, hello.
Hey, Brandon.
I hope you watched the game. What a great game.
Right?
God, the first quarter was scary.
Yeah.
After that, really
it's going to be another repeat of last game.
Yeah. Yep.
But yeah, they pulled through, worked through it.
They did.
Pulled away.
They did. Thank God. So as always, we've got the reviews from Breaking Bourbon on these. Just remember that whatever the review for, right, single barrel is a single barrel, so everyone's going to be different. And then store picks are going to be different from the normal, regular stuff, obviously, because basically, I mean, do you want to describe kind of how store picks work for people that may not know?
Go ahead.
Okay.
If you'd like.
So basically, there's two different ways of doing store picks. One way is you go to the distillery, you sit there with the folks at the distillery, and you basically get to try a bunch of different barrels. You pick out which barrel is your favorite, they bottle up, they send it to you, you sell it in your store. The other way to do it is your local distributor rep will come around with it's literally a suitcase with 10 or 12 different vials of different barrels that they have. And you try those in your store, you say, hey, we like this one the most. And then they bottle it up and they ship it to you for you to sell in your store. So if you haven't any store picks, I think amongst our kind of group, we're not seeking after the allocation stuff as much as we are seeking after who's got the best barrel pick of this, who's got the best barrel pick of that.
Definitely. Yeah, we've had some store picks that were much better than some high-end whiskeys that we've had.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, and I would say most liquor stores, I don't know, where everybody's from, if you're watching from out of state, but I know most liquor stores in Oklahoma City, absolutely love doing store picks. I mean, some owners have, Jance up at the wine barrel, he has 12.
Yeah, he's got a bunch.
I know Clint does a bunch.
Clint
always has a really solid, that Wilderness Trail pick he had was awesome.
Yep.
And then that Russell's picks, the Russell pick, I think he's done 2, have been really good as well. So shout out to those guys. But yeah, if you're looking for something different, maybe you tried something and you didn't like it, or you tried something and you really enjoyed it, go try to find a store pick because, or a barrel pick, because it's definitely...
And again, like we always talk about building relationships with your liquor store owner, and you get to know their palate and stuff. And like we were talking, you mentioned it last night. Jance's palate is very similar to yours, and so usually when he picks something, we're most likely going to really like it. Jason at Modern Liquor and Cody at George's, those guys do a lot of stuff together. They get some great barrel picks as well, and and the Toasted Barrel one, we'll look forward to that. They get store picks randomly, not as much as the other two, but they do get some stuff.
For sure. Yep. Is it time to consume?
It is.
All right, perfect.
We're starting with
waiting
D.
since the game ended. So we want to start with A, because this is the lower proof stuff.
Okay.
We'll do the regular one first, then the store pick, and then we'll move to the higher proof stuff. Same thing, the regular one first, and then the store pick. I believe we poured these in the right order. I hope so. So A is going to be the single barrel non-store pick. B is the single barrel store pick from Toasted Barrel, right? Yes.
Yeah.
Full proof is C, and then full proof modern pick is D.
All right.
Got that?
Yeah, I got it.
Clear as mud?
Clear as mud.
All right. So the single barrel from 1792, our friends at Breaking Bourbon. This is from the Sazerac Company. It's a straight bourbon out of the Barton 1792 Distillery. The initial release was summer 2023. It's ongoing. The proof is 98.6. The age statement is not released, but they say at least 4 years per TTB regulations. The mash bill is undisclosed, and MSRP is around $50.
You know, I'll even say the regular, the 1792 small batch, that is a great whiskey too.
I mean, I think everything that they do is phenomenal. God, it smells so good.
It is. It's got a sweet smell. It's not heavy on the ethanol.
Nope, it's very.
I mean,
light.
You get a little bit of it, but not.
Wait, which one did you drink? Did you drink A?
A.
Oh, see, you're opposite of I am. I have A over here.
Yeah, we read left to right.
Yeah, but it's lined up with the bottles.
I know, but
that's all right.
Thank goodness these are marked with an A at the very bottom down here. A, B, C, and D.
Yep.
So yeah, no, these are great. I like these.
Man,
there's like
it's good stuff. It's not very exciting.
It's
but it's a good bourbon.
Yeah, it's not.
I mean, right? And all single barrels are all different. So I mean, the single barrel you guys get of 1792. Not talking about the store pick for a second, but it might be completely different.
Yeah.
Than the one that we have.
True. And as much as I got schooled last night by bourbon with the Bransons, we beat up Blanton's a lot.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's good, but you know, we feel like it was overrated. And last night, Chief brought in a bottle of Blanton's Gold, and man, it was sweet. It was good.
Yeah, and then my wife tried the is it the Special Reserve, the Blanton's Green, and she really liked that.
Yep.
So.
Yeah.
But the single barrel stuff is interesting because you're never going to get. I mean, never say never, but for the most part, you know, if you're buying from two different stores or whatever, you're probably getting different.
Yeah, unless it's from the same few cases, because I mean, what six bottles in a case usually get about 100 and something bottles, like 120,
150, depending on
how much. But I mean, it's good. It's not too hot. It's got a little bit of spice, but not a whole lot.
There's good cinnamon on the front of that. But again, like if you watch the podcast, I don't like when there's over an abundance of cinnamon because it'll just dry my tongue out, and I don't like that.
Well, and that's a good point. It's not too dry and it's not oily.
Correct.
It's a little drier than some, but it's not too dry.
Yeah, but it's a good drink. So on the nose, they're talking about butter, nougat, cookie dough, and spicy cinnamon. I don't get the cookie dough or the nougat.
I don't.
It is buttery, I would say.
Yeah.
It's not like super watery. It's good mouthfeel. Or sorry, that was the nose. Palate, caramel and oak, obviously. Milk chocolate, plum, sweet pastry, and golden raisins. I could maybe see the golden raisins. I don't get any chocolate, and I love plums, and I didn't.
Yeah, I don't get any plum.
Yeah.
Well, so
and again,
the plum with
it's
plums,
single barrel, right? So
true.
The barrel, the bottle that they have is going to be different than what we have.
Plum's a tough one to kind of use as a comparison because if you eat a plum early, you get kind of that sour, and you get a little later, it's sweeter and stuff. So it's
ripeness definitely
affects it.
And then the finish. Burnt sugar, marshmallow, hazelnut, nutmeg, dates.
I don't know.
I don't like dates.
I haven't had I don't think I've had a date. I've had a fig.
Dates.
Didn't particularly care for it.
I don't know if I've ever had a date either. I feel like I have, and I tried it once, and I was like, "This is not for me." Not as bad as prunes.
They're just I like prunes. I mean, but the dates just
you
were
like prunes.
Who
likes prunes?
I don't think they're bad.
Oh my god!
It's like a giant raisin.
I'm gonna make you chug a gallon of prune juice.
No, now you're talking something totally different now.
All right, moving on to the store pick from our friends at the Toasted Barrel up here in Edmond. Again, this should be different.
Yeah, go and talk to Tyler. He's got a pretty good palate as well.
Got a good selection.
It's sweet. It smells a lot sweeter.
It's a lot sweeter.
I'm curious. I didn't get to ask Tyler who did the actual pick.
I get a little plum on that.
Yeah.
Not as much. I didn't get any on the first one. This is a little bit fruitier, I guess I would say.
That's exactly what I said. There's a lot more flavor in this one.
A lot more flavor. It's a little sweeter, but it's not overly sweet. There's not as much cinnamon in there.
Right.
Definitely, fruitier, as we said.
That's good.
It's not. Is it? I'm trying to decide if it's as dry or if it's a little wetter than the.
It's definitely wetter for me. The other one, the regular was a little drier, and this also has. Do you get the finish on the back end? I get a little of that black pepper, but not like too much.
Yeah,
Get
good some good spice.
That's a nice wide range because you kind of start with sweet and then you finish with like a peppery. If you like the spicier stuff, that would.
Yeah. No, that's good. I mean, it's noticeably better than the regular one, but it's not like. We've had some barrel picks where it's like, wow, this is like so much better. I mean, it's better, but not. There's not a huge jump for me from the regular single barrel to the store pick.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I mean, there's a jump. It's noticeable, but it's not like, oh my God, I have to go buy this.
I would say. I would rather pay the extra $5-10 for this.
Oh yeah. I'm not saying that. Yeah. What I'm saying is it's like we get some regular ones and we do a store pick and it's like, oh my God, the store pick is so much better than the first one. I mean, yeah, I'd rather buy this because it's noticeably better, but it's not like leaps and bounds like some some. Well,
it seems like every once in a while you'll get that one. Like perfect example, the Come and Get Your Jam. Elijah Craig pick.
Oh my
Holy
gosh.
crap! That is just head and shoulders above.
So good. I don't think I have one of those.
I have one.
You have one, right?
I have one.
No.
I had the original one my brother took.
I think
I sent that home to Texas.
We might have drank it. I don't know.
And Michael did say if you guys haven't checked out Bourbon with Branson's, check them out. They're great people, and their palates. They're also executive bourbon stewards and stuff, and they've got a great palate.
Yep.
They've taught us a lot of stuff as well.
And I don't understand how they know so much.
Yeah, Michael's got a
Branson's he's like a walking bourbon encyclopedia.
He is.
It's insane. It's
great.
Absolutely insane. All right,
Good.
Moving on to the full proof. Again, this is a straight bourbon from the Sazerac Company, Barton 1792. The proof is 125, age is NAS, but again, it's aged at least 4 years per TTB regulations. Mass bill is undisclosed, MSRP is 60. And again, the store pick that is from Modern, which like Modern and George's, do they own each other? Are they just sister stores?
I believe,
how does that work?
So Cody is the majority owner, and Jason and him are. Cody owns George's, and he owns the majority, I believe, of Modern. And Jason owns a minority, but Jason runs Modern, I believe. Yeah.
Okay. I knew there was a relationship there. I just didn't quite know the details.
Yeah, Cody's got it. He owns a bit of both, and Cody and his wife, great people. Jason's fantastic. He's been a great friend of the show too. He's hooked us up with some good stuff, and Cody's been nice to us as well.
It's all about relationships.
It is, really and take the time, spend a few extra minutes, talk to them. You'll be surprised what they can tell you. I mean, they've tried more than probably most of us have.
Yeah.
So this one, I get a lot of vanilla on the nose.
See, I get a little vanilla. I get more like, I guess you'd say red fruits, but I can't quite pin down like what. Like it's not strawberry, but yeah, I'm also stuffed up. That doesn't help either.
I know.
Freaking Oklahoma allergies.
I know. It's like I walked in and all your bushes are blooming, so all I could smell was the pollen.
It's just like,
the pollen. It smelled good, but it's like, oh, that's going to be a problem. Well, and then you decided to put hot nachos in your mouth right after you pulled them out of the oven and burned your tongue.
Yeah, my tongue hurts.
It smells good. I mean, and this is the regular one.
I mean, for 125, that's pretty easy to drink.
You get that flash of heat and it's gone.
Yeah, it's not lingering. Like you get it on the palate, but it's not really on the finish at all.
No, not at all.
It leaves pretty.
Yeah,
quickly,
it's on the front end and it's gone.
Yeah.
That's good.
Very good. So again, Breaking Bourbon, talking about the nose. You got it, vanilla, cranberry, raspberry. Between the two of us,
yeah, right.
we worked
We've
together.
Got half a brain.
Yeah, that's right. We'll take. Do you find that and I'm gonna screw this up. I think left brain is logic and like math and science, and right brain's like creative.
Yeah,
I
know what you're talking about, and I'm definitely not a creative person.
So you're left brained.
Yeah, I'm more science.
See, and I always think about this too because it's like at work I feel like I'm very left brained, but like with everything else I feel like I'm way more right brained.
Yeah.
And maybe that's just because you have to be when you're at work.
Yeah. Well, especially when you deal with routine procedures and stuff, like you have to checklist this.
But we can put your left brain and my right brain together and figure out vanilla and cranberry.
And we still only have half a brain.
That's right. It still doesn't work. On the palate, seasoned oak caramel barrel char, and I think that's what I'm getting to. They're also talking about pecans, dried dates, and stone fruits. It lacks depth, but it makes up for it in potency. And I think that's what we're talking about, where it's like, it's that really quick flash of like 125 proof bourbon where like you get the spice, you get the flavors in there. And then when like the palate hits, it's gone. It doesn't linger. And
this so far is the driest of the three. The finish for this is dry for me.
It is. And I wonder if that's just because the proof is much higher, Yeah. On the finish, this is interesting to me. Light clove, dark chocolate, and brown sugar.
I don't get... clove is such a strong flavor.
And I love clove cigarette. I used to love clove cigarettes.
I did too. And then everybody's your lungs are going to bleed. I'm going to die from something. It's funny how different it tastes from the smell, the nose on it. And that always
it doesn't smell hot at all.
There's no ethanol. And then you get that flash.
Yep. And maybe what's interesting is this one's lingering a little bit longer than the first one is. Again, I burnt the shit out of my tongue earlier, so
it's me too.
That doesn't help.
It's lingering on the sides and in the back of my tongue. And it's drier.
So light clove, dark chocolate, brown sugar. I don't really get any of that. What I do get is like the cinnamon oak aftertaste. I have that for sure. Like, and they're even saying like a tannic note. I don't get tannic note.
I do,
but I do get like that like heavy spice with the cinnamon. But again, it's not like a lingering heat.
Yeah.
But you like the spices sit in your mouth.
Yeah, especially on the back side of the tongue.
Yeah.
But as far as the tannin, I do get that. And it's almost like, oh God.
Morgan says Jason didn't look like he enjoyed that one.
No, it's
your face tells all.
It's dry.
It is dry.
So like one of the things I hate about wine is a lot of them are dry. And
see, that's what I love about wine.
Yeah, and so
love a dry wine.
But like I'm still getting that tingling on the sides of my cheek and the thing. Sure. Thanks, Morgan.
For sure.
Calling me out, putting me on the spot.
That's right.
Love you though.
So let's see. I'm hopeful that this one is going to be kind of night and day because this is good. Not great, but I'm really hoping that this barrel pick from Modern is going to be because they do again. It smells good. It's another place that does a lot of barrel picks.
Yeah,
them and George's,
and they have great palates too. When we need to have it on the show because I did grab 2 bottles of it. They did the Caribou Crossing barrel pick, and our wives like the Caribou Crossing, and it's a good. I like it for a starter. It's a good warm up.
Well, I mean, it's Canadian whiskey, right? And it's like the best Canadian whiskey I've ever had.
That's right, because they got it from Kentucky and they just aged it up there.
That's right.
So this no ethanol at all.
No.
It smells sweet.
Yeah, I'm so stuffed up, man. It makes it so hard.
It does, because I can smell better on one side.
Less fruity for sure. I get way more vanilla.
See, and I think it's opposite for me. Vanilla, and that's the new one. See, and I think it's for me, it's just the opposite. And that's what it's funny because it can be so subjective because everybody's even my mood will affect what I want to drink.
Yeah.
I'm a moody bitch. It smells fantastic though. No flash of heat on the front end.
That is a marked improvement.
Way better.
That's what I was hoping for we'd have here. Yeah. This is way better than this is.
You've almost got like a silky finish. It's smoother. It's not dry. There's no heat flash.
Still good amount of spice. Like you still know that you're drinking a 125 proof, but it's much more subdued than the regular 125.
Now I'm mad that I've been holding this for so long and didn't drink it because if I'd have tried it earlier, I would have bought another damn bottle. Shit. Yeah. Well done, Jason. And Cody, that is a nice fantastic bottle.
I'm just trying to run through the notes again here. Again, for me, this one's less fruity. That's not a bad thing. again, you get the seasoned oak, the caramel, the barrel char. I'm still not sure. I'm not sold on like the dates and the pecans.
I don't get the pecans because of.
It is nutty.
If I got pecans,
it is nutty to me.
I agree.
Like
but
I'm smelling this again,
pecan.
and it's like what was that nut mix we had at your house?
Yeah, it's like cashew or something almost.
It's like cashew and peanuts and like those other
and those
little,
almonds, and then there was the other.
There are pecans in there. They're not very many.
Man,
like that's the nuttiness I get. Is like you go to somebody's house and like you have
because pecans have a real distinct smell to me, and and I don't enjoy them. That's smooth too.
It is.
It's like
I think I'd get it. You know what the dark chocolate on that? Is that? Did they say dark chocolate on here? On the finish, I get that dark chocolate because you know how dark chocolate is kind of like dry almost.
I don't eat dark chocolate.
Or not dry is not the right word, but it's like it's a little tart, right? Okay. It's more tart than milk chocolate.
I have to take your word for that.
I get that like same feeling out of it, so maybe I'm just associating it with dark chocolate, but I kind of get that like bitter. I guess bitterness would be the correct term. Like not a bad bitterness, but
so for me, what it tastes like to me is almost like the charred sugar on the top of creme brulee. If you separated it from the creme brulee, I get kind of a charred sugar with a vanilla hint in the background.
Every time I smell this, I smell something different.
I know, right? Well, again, power of suggestion. It's crazy.
It's also a new bottle too.
That's true. So which again, we did the Havana episode last season, and we didn't like the Havana, and Michael didn't like it either when he first opened it, and he said he went back and revisited it, and now he absolutely loves it. And so we're going to have to do that. Yeah,
we should do that. We should go back and find the stuff that we weren't crazy about
and revisit it. Yeah,
revisit stuff.
Man, I like that one.
I like that one too.
Yeah, I still Bottle and Bond is still my favorite. But second.
What is the
sweet wheat?
No, I'm not. The sweet wheat's good, but
I didn't think it was as good.
The red one, is that the small batch or is that the regular?
The maroon one is the small batch.
Okay.
That's their regular one. They don't do anything else. And that was even good because that was Tina and I, that's so cheap. Tina bought it as a mixer.
Do they have like a 12-year?
They do.
Okay. Because I
believe they do.
Okay.
Because I think we've had that before.
I think that's what I'm trying. I'm trying to go back and like remember like, hey, what did I score this? What did I score that? I mean, Bottle and Bond for me by far is the best 1792 that I've had. I mean,
and we did find one that was not a store pick.
Yes, we cannot name the time nor the place where we found it, but we did find one and we did try it, and it was very good. Not as good as the store picks, but it was quite excellent.
And I would say, Jance's from the Wine Barrel was probably my favorite one, and then the one from that I brought back for us from Houston, that was my second favorite one. That was a little less sweet, but still good.
I'm going to introduce a new segment on the podcast.
Okay.
We're going to do bourbon news.
Oh,
and we're going to look back basically the week or two prior to the episode that we're creating right now and talk about some things. We'll do new releases for May of 2025, but since we're big Elijah Craig fans, they're coming out with a barrel proof B525 for a May release. It's the second of 3 annual barrel proof batches for 2025 set to arrive in May. This follows the popular A125 batch and continues the tradition of uncut, non-filtered bourbon. And it's about 12 years, and the proof range is between 118 and 130. So good age statement, higher proof stuff. But again, it's Elijah Craig, so look for that. Hopefully, I mean, if it releases this month, we probably won't see it for like a month or two, if we see it at all. And then new bourbon releases for May of 2025. Some notable stuff here: Angel's Envy Cellar Collection, Volume 5. This is a straight rye finished in French oak, extra añejo tequila barrels.
Oh, boy.
Which is interesting because my wife loves the Angel's Envy Rye, which is a rum cask finish on that.
And my wife likes the añejo tequila.
Michter's 10-year is
Magico.
releasing at 94.4 proof. New Riff's first decade Kentucky
that.
straight bourbon, 10 years.
They have a bourbon and a rye.
And then they're doing an Old Fitz Bottled in Bond Spring 2025 edition. There's also Blue Run Flight Series 3. I've never had Blue Run.
I've never had Blue Run.
It includes expressions like beach and
blooms.
Beach and blooms. And fit and okay, so Beach and Blooms is 109.9, Fit and Flare is 117. They're 5 to 6 years. Interesting. I've never even seen Blue Run, I don't think. But yeah, so that's what's going on in the bourbon news. I guess the only thing I'll mention, we are not Knob Creek fans, but they've just come out with a cask strength single barrel select program for both their bourbon and their ryes. 110 to 130 proof for the bourbon, 110 to 120 for the rye. They can so basically it's a barrel pick program. Retailers can now sample and select the preferred barrels, enhancing the bold and reduced flavors. Nuanced flavors that Knob Creek's known for. I'm not a huge Knob Creek fan.
I'm not either. I mean, it's not horrible whiskey, but it's just not
I've had
my
worse,
thing.
Yeah, it's I don't know.
Kind of like Woodford Reserve. It's just not.
Yeah,
my thing.
I used to drink Knob Creek when I was like in my early 20s, just because I didn't know any better. But I can't really get into. Same thing with Whistle Pig.
I can't do it. So okay, I will say this about Whistle Pig. So I did not like it, and I went into Modern, and Jason said we have this single barrel one. And he goes, they're completely different.
Interesting.
And it was so much better than
the
the others.
Try it?
I did, okay. And it was so much better.
Was that
better.
when I was there?
No, it was just I was just there with him. And
I wasn't invited, per usual.
Yeah, what were you doing? You're wasting your time with that thing you call a job.
That's right. Yes,
the thing that pays for this house and the whiskey.
Stupid.
Yeah,
why do I go to work? They're right. All right, well, let's just run through the gamut here. Regular single barrel out of 10.
6, 7, 6.5. I don't know. It's good. It's not the greatest.
Yeah. I was going to say like a 6.8.
Okay, 6.5. Yeah, I'll go with that. 6.8.
Yep. What about the barrel pick from Toasted?
I definitely liked it better.
I definitely liked it better too. It's not a huge increase for me. I'm probably like a 7.2.
And I would agree with that. Yeah, I was going to say 7.5.
Yeah.
I would agree with that.
Regular full proof out of 10?
You know, this is going to be weird because I'm going to say I liked it less than the regular. What is that? The single barrel?
Yeah.
It's like a 5.8, 6.
Yeah, I'm like a 6 or 6.5. I'm kind of like these two to me are about the same.
Yeah.
But then the full proof, the modern pick.
That was my favorite of this group.
Yeah,
by far.
Yeah.
8.2.
That's like literally what I was going to say, like an 8 or an 8.2 somewhere in there.
Great bottle.
Yeah.
No heat. So where this one had the heat flash, this did not, and it was just flavor.
It's easy to drink for 125 proof.
It is
for sure. Do you know if do they still have that down there?
I don't know if they do or not.
Right.
That's the one that was like, man, I wish I'd have tried that sooner and stuff.
Yeah.
And I would like to come back to this too and see how much better it is after some oxidation.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah.
Man, I want to figure out. I'd love to find that Michter's 10 and that Old Fitz Bottled in Bond.
I just started seeing that stuff pop up on advertisements.
Which one, the Michter's 10 or the New Riff?
The New Riff.
Okay.
That just started popping up within the last week.
And that's 120.5, so that's 10-year high proof stuff. And then Old Fitz.
I would definitely watch Wyatt and Barrel for that one because I know Jantz has a New Riff barrel pick. Mm-hmm. So he might.
I like the New Riff stuff. I don't have any problem with the New Riff stuff. I mean, I kind of found that when it first dropped, just the regular straight bourbon whiskey, and for $50 or $60, whatever it was at the time, like that's a pretty solid bottle to have around. And then good. The barrel picks are good as well. We've had a couple of those. But yeah, we need to. I need to do some shopping. The the shelf is looking a bit dwindled down, so I need to go. Maybe you and I will have to go this week on a bit of a shopping spree and pick some stuff up. Spend some money on some brown water.
There you go. And Cadillac Jack, let us know if you got your cup. You should have got it yesterday. If you didn't get it, let me know.
So we tried to record last week for this week.
Someone messed it up.
Someone who will remain nameless didn't start the camera.
I did take a picture.
An entire 30 You took one picture. Yes, we're all very proud of you. we did an entire 33-minute long podcast and had no video. So
yeah.
And the stuff that we had on
it did go out live.
It was live. So this is a great plug. If you want to make sure that you watch it and you don't trust Jason to press the record button, please check us out on TikTok. We record all these live. Please join us. Chime in. We love talking to people. We'll always answer the comments. We've met great people through there.
Yeah.
Conversely, on TikTok, if you came in late, you want to see the full episode, head over to our YouTube channel. It's all Bourbon Flights OKC. It's the same screen name everywhere. So, but one thing that we wanted to shout out is our friend at, I think it's right there, Patriot Laser Works.
Yeah.
Awesome guy. If you want to get some glasses engraved or anything engraved, he did these for us. These are Vin glass. So what's nice about these, if I can pull this out, so these are glass inserts that go into kind of like a Yeti style koozie, I guess you'd call them. But he engraved them for us, put my last name on there, which is great. So if you need any laser work done, you want to get some glasses made for tastings, you want to get some of these made for hanging around, outside this summer.
Yeah, he did some of these for us.
Yeah, we got the little 3 and 4 ounce little stainless steel tumblers that are great around the pool. Definitely reach out to him. He can hook you up. We are still working on the website, but we're probably going to sell these. The little ones.
Probably some Wee Glencairns. He's got those. Yeah, he's been etching the glass for us.
Yeah, he's been great. So we'll etch a quarter, a half, and an ounce on there so you guys can, for when we do tastings. And then we're working on like hats and hoodies and stuff as well. We'll probably do some giveaways on some merch as well. So make sure to subscribe. Make sure to like us. Follow us on TikTok, on YouTube, all that good stuff. Happy to have you here. And as always, we appreciate everyone here. I guess it's the signal to end the poltergeist is coming back. Anything to add on your end? No. Go Thunder.
Yeah, I mean, don't if you try a new whiskey and you just open it and you don't think that much of it, let it sit for a month and come back.
Yep. And if you like one and you see a barrel pick of it, go pick it up because you'll probably enjoy it more. We've only had one barrel pick that we didn't like compared to the regular one. Yep.
Yeah.
Tuesday, I think 7:00. Game 1, Thunder Wolves, Thunder up.
Yeah.
We'll be here because I think we have home court advantage again, so we'll do the 2-2-1-1-1. But yeah, I don't have anything else, man.
Nope, I don't either. Appreciate it.
Do we want to put? Well, hang on before I forget. Do we want to put the foolproof barrel pick in the infinity bottle?
I would. I think it's fantastic.
Let's do that while you, again, for the people that don't know what an infinity bottle is. I'll move it so you can see it.
So basically we just take 1 to 2 ounces, it's kind of your choice, and pour it into a bottle of all your favorites. We do also have
the death bottle.
Yeah, the death bottle, which
luckily for us,
there's not a whole lot in there.
Yeah, we do pretty good.
With this, our philosophy on this one was how many wrongs does it take to make it right?
Yeah, let's see all the bad stuff that we can put in there and maybe it makes it better.
And I know some people out there even have infinity barrels now, which is crazy.
I mean, we're I don't know,
we're getting there.
Quarter of the way there.
Yeah,
not too bad. I'll have to make sure
we're gonna have to try it sometime.
I did.
You did try it?
I told you this on the podcast, but last season, so it's been a while. It was pretty good. It was pretty good.
There's like no ethanol smell. Smells fruity.
Whiskey Shelf is the app that we use. If you guys want to start your own infinity bottle, Whiskey Shelf, you can download it in the App Store, Android or Apple App Store. Super easy sign up. You can actually scan the barcodes on the back of the bottles and say, hey, I put in an ounce of this and add it in there. And it'll give you your proof, your alcohol percentage, what's in there, how many milliliters you have in there. But
you can also track your inventory as well, so you're not buying duplicate bottles of things.
I think that might be on the paid version. I know the infinity bottle you can do the free version of. I don't know about the inventory tracking if you have to.
There's another app too, and I've got it on my phone, but I don't want to touch it and screw up the recording. But there's another app as well. I'll have to look it up for next time that you can track all your inventory on, because I started doing that and then I realized that I was only 5 bottles in and I had 125 more to go. And I was like, I'm done.
Yeah. I mean, you see people with wine where they'll do like their own barcode system. So they'll scan it in, and then when they drink it, they'll say, hey, I had this amount.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, my friend. Anything left to say?
No.
I don't have
Thanks
anything
for
either.
watching.
Thanks for watching. Go Thunder, obviously. God, I hope this is the year. I really do.
I do too.
I really
Be
do.
nice.
Last year
These
was
guys-
such a heartbreak.
And these guys have worked hard.
I mean, it seems like they figured it out in Game 7, man. I mean, the performance we saw today was much better than, other than Game 2 where we blew them out. I mean, every other game has been pretty horrific, even in the win. So
Yeah, weren't playing our game.
Nope.
We were letting them dictate, and finally they figured that out.
Yep, definitely Thunder up this week. All right, man, you good?
I'm good.
All right, everybody, thanks for joining us on this bourbon journey through OKC. Remember, there is a world of bourbon out there waiting to be explored one sip at a time. Until next time, keep your glasses full and your spirits high. Cheers.
Cheers.